I'm super excited to share with you my PREPtober and NaNoWriMo calendar planning system that I'm going to be using this year to kind of get myself organized and keep myself on track, and also actually build in my own accountability system. So we are going to be using the Lindsay Letters Creatives Calendar. So I'll leave a link for that below. I really just wanted something where I could see everything at a glance, because I've been using, a ton of different notebook systems and book binders and Bible series and different workbooks. And honestly, it's just all too much, and it's spread out, and I have like a gazillion Google calendars, and I really just want something on my wall to remind me every day of what I need to do. And I like paper and I like touching things, so for me this calendar is perfect. I do have a nice little arsenal here of supplies, so we'll go through that as well. So let's get started. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa, and welcome to my Cozy Mystery AuthorTube channel, where we talk about all things related to cozy mystery writing. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday, and I do extra videos like today, so make sure to hit the bell so you get notifications when new videos like this go live. Now I've basically broken this down into 3 parts for today's video. One will just go through all the supplies you need to use this lovely Lindsay Letters Creatives Calendar, and second, I'll show you how I'm using it, and third, I'll explain my whole PREPtober NaNoWriMo process and timeline to you, so maybe that helps spark some ideas for you or helps you with managing your own time. First, let's talk about supplies. The obvious biggest supply you're going to need is the Lindsay Letters Creatives Calendar. Now, I purchased the smallest one, and unboxing this and carrying it up the stairs was still kind of awkward because it has so much extra padding in it to help protect it, but it does come in different sizes. It does come with different frame borders, and it does come with a different design inside if you so choose. Now, I purchased the 3-month one because I wanted a month to plan for PREPtober on what days I need to outline, and I wanted NaNoWriMo in November so I could do my word count tracking, and I wanted December so I could do revisions, and I wanted a little space to write notes and projects that are also going on, and have a nice little section for goals. So that's why I got that one. I will leave a link to that and all of the other supplies below. Now this, just to be clear, this is not a whiteboard. This is a piece of plexiglass. And because it's plexiglass, you're going to need these vis-a-vis wet erase markers, not dry erase, because dry erase, you're not going to be able to see anything. You need wet erase markers. And unfortunately, they don't come in pink. It might not be a big problem for you, but I was sad that it was not in pink. And I actually tried to purchase the dry erase pink markers to see if they would work. I tried like 4 different brands. They don't work. You can only use these vis-a-vis pens. The other thing you might want are Post-its, so you can add little things there. Now, because I did purchase the smallest Creatives Calendar, I purchased the smallest Post-its that I could find, and even then they were a little too big, so I also purchased, or I had a pair of scissors laying around that I used to cut these so that they would fit onto the calendar. Now, because you're using these wet erase markers, you are going to want to take them off with Windex or something else like that. So I purchased these pre-moistened Windex wipes. Way easier than, running around and grabbing paper towels and a Windex bottle, at least for me. And the other thing is you'll probably want some stickers to decorate your calendar with. Now, I have a huge arsenal of stickers in my little sticker book, but most importantly for me is because I didn't want to write the numbers, because these are undated calendars. I didn't want to have to write the numbers, 31 times, 3 times in a row. So what I got instead were these little Erin Condren, I don't know if you can see them, they're little date dots, and so they're little numbers, and I can just put little numbers up here on the calendar. I'll show you that in a minute. And then of course you're just going to need your own set of pens to write on the Post-its with. So let's get started. All right, so now let's look at what my thought process was and what exactly I will be doing for the next 3 months. So over here at the top left, we have October, which I've named PREPtober. And if you've ever taken my 31-day outlining course, you know that I 100% use 31 days to outline and plot my entire book. I am whatever the exact polar opposite of a pantser is. That is me. If you saw my video on my other channel about how I outline scenes, I have everything planned to the nth degree, including the weather, what emotions people are having, who else is in the room, what happens at the beginning and the end of the scene, like everything is planned out. So when I go to write, I can write pretty fast because I don't have to think, if that makes sense. I don't have to be as creative during this time. I just have to be sort of creative with the words versus creative with what is this book about and who is in this scene. So over here, what I've done is I just kind of put little milestones, like I should be done with plot point 1 on this day, plot point 2 this day. So just kind of a general guideline for myself. And then over here in purple are all of the days that I need to promote the videos that are going up on the Pretty Fabulous channel. Now, I batch record. I know some people will say, oh, I'm really busy this week, so no videos. I try to record all of my videos at least a month, possibly 2 months ahead of time. Some of the Pretty Fabulous videos, I'm not even going to bother advertising the unboxings. Those are done all the way through January. And so, you know, that really helps me with being like less stressed about when I have a day that a YouTube video should go live. So it's also how I'm able to make so many extra videos for this channel because I have things already planned out so far in advance. But this over here in yellow, this is a conference that Angie Lee is doing here in San Diego. And so I do have tickets to that. Most likely, though, I won't go to all 3 days, but I just wanted to block those out in case there was a speaker I wanted to hear. Brendon, Buchard, same thing. Influencer Academy is here in September. 100% going to all 3 days of that. And then over here this weekend, I have a secret project that I'm doing. And then over here, I have the notebook workshop for Pretty Fabulous. Then I know I'm running those 2 days. So that's October. So then we move into November. So I treat this more like a goal, and then after I'm done, I'll delete the 4K and put my actual word count. Now, the thing is, you'll notice I've only put in word count goals Monday through Friday, and if you saw my last vlog video, Weekend in the Life, you know I do work weekends, but the way I see weekends is more like a catch-up opportunity. So I like to have Monday through Friday packed full, but know that I have a buffer on the weekends. Otherwise, if I divided this up, and I feel like I would set myself up for failure, which is really what happened the first time I ever tried NaNoWriMo, because I followed their guidelines of write every day. And I am 100% not a person that writes every day. Like, I know people say that's great advice. That does not work for me. I don't like that. And it actually just makes me feel bad. Like, oh, I didn't write today. I must be like a loser writer or something. So I don't adhere to that. Instead, I just try to do a Monday through Friday during NaNoWriMo, and then I have a catch up for the weekend. I also give myself an entire first week of December as a catch up as well. And then I go on to just give myself a week to, like, all I've planned out for that week is TV. So I will, during NaNoWriMo, like DVR or save all of the shows that I want, and then I will just go on a big TV binging spree after I'm done. And then I'll read and revise those drafts for those 2 weeks. And then down here is, of course, digital planners that is launching for Pretty Fabulous that I just want to keep track of. And over here, just some major projects that I want to make sure I get checked off my list. And then over here, my only singular goal, because remember, I'm all about single tasking, is to write an 80,000 word novel. That's it. And in case you were wondering, my quote down here is, never let someone's perception of reality define what is and isn't possible for you. And that is from the lovely Kristen. So that is basically my entire next 3 months of my life, basically the rest of 2019. Let me know if this was helpful to you and if you maybe followed the same kind of process already. So super excited to get started. And again, like I said, the reason I'm switching over to this system is because I like to have it on the wall. I can see everything at a glance. You know, it's so easy to shut down that computer when you have a Google Calendar or a notebook to toss it to the side and not reopen it again. So this is, I think I'm just going to use this forever from now on for like do everything in 3-month increments, whether that is a project or it is a book. You know, that famous program from Todd Herman, the 90-day year. People, I mean, it works, right? Like 90 days is enough time to get some momentum going and to really finish and do well on one single project. So super excited about this. All right, if you guys are also doing NaNoWriMo, I have left my handle below. I believe it's just Lisa Latte. There was no other Lisa Latte. So make sure to buddy me or tag me or however it works, whatever the wording is for NaNoWriMo. And I will see you guys in November. All right, bye.